Honorable Keynote Speaker, Professor Bholanath Dutta, Founder President of MTC Global, Respected Head of Departments of Management Studies, Dr. Sheelan Mishra, distinguished guest members, paper presenters, faculties, and my fellow batchmates. A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Gomati Venkateshan, final year MBA Finance, take this privilege to warmly welcome all our delegates to the Day 3 session of a week-long AICTE sponsored National E-Conference 2020 on the theme, The Role of Management Practices in Business Sustainability in an Era of Technology Disruptions, organized by the Department of Management Studies, New Horizon College of Engineering, with knowledge partner LNG Global and MTC Global. It gives me immense pleasure in introducing our esteemed keynote speaker for today, Professor Bholanath Dutta. Sir is an educationalist, serial entrepreneur, and visiting professor in India and overseas. He has over 25 years of experience in defense, corporate, higher education, startup activities, and Sir is also a quality assurance expert in higher education, startup mentor, coach, chairman of Global Entrepreneurship Grid, founder president of MTC Global, a globe think tank in higher education, a change maker and a force behind top 50 plus path-breaking startups initiatives under MTC Global. It is an honor to have you with us today, sir. Now I would like you to take over the session. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Gomati. I know you personally. Last time I met you in New Horizon College, and I share a very long relations with New Horizon College Department of Management Studies. And personally, there is a lot of learning experiences for me, and it had been a wonderful opportunity to be part of this national conference, the e-conference. At the outset, let me extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the management of New Horizon College of Engineering, the principal, who is a great academic visionaries whom I know personally, and next, Dr. Sheelan Mishra ma'am, the HOD and Professor, Department of Management Studies, very vibrant faculty team of Management Department, and my dear bright and brilliant MBA students and other students of Department of Management Studies. Esteemed delegates present for this conference, my heartfelt thanks and gratitude goes to all of you. Thank you so much for organizing this e-conference. And I think that I'll be talking on digital transformation and business sustainability. I think which is part of the theme of the conference, and it's very relevant today as we all are connected over the internet, on Zoom platform. I think it itself is a digital disruption. Let us not talk about transformation, because transformation, it takes over a period of time. It's evolutionary. What is happening especially in academic world today, like classes, the symposium, conferences, faculty development, student development program, and to the extent the evaluation and assessments are also happening online. I think that is a fantastic example of digital transformations we are going through. So let me talk something about digital transformation. Is one of the most popular buzzwords at present time. It marks a radical rethinking of how an organization uses technology, people, and processes to fundamentally change business performance. Many people think that digital transformation means creating a website and launching the business. I think that's totally wrong. Digital transformation does not mean only just creating a web platform, but it's about giving the wonderful experience to the end user. Let me quote here itself a simple example of Dunzo applications, wherein suppose you are traveling somewhere, and you reached airport, you find that something you have missed out at home. What you can do, you can just log into Dunzo applications and you place your requirement, somebody will go to your home, pick it up, and hand over to the airport. I think that is the end customer's delight. I think that is very, very essential as a part of digital transformation. Digital transformation strategy is no longer a future vision. What corporations expected to happen over a period of 5 to 10 years, I think that thing is happening in last 4 to 5 months. I think that's something phenomenal transformation is happening. And any organization, let me say not organization, even an individual, if wants to keep pace with the technological changes, I think it's very necessary that that person needs to have a digital strong footprint. I think that is very, very important. It is something that must start happening now, and it already is happening. According to Accenture, 85% of CEOs say that no, that this disruptive impact of new technologies has increased phenomenally during this time. Digital transformations. Now, if you look at the academic world, why I'm talking time and again the academic world, because the major impact now is on the education field. When everything went on online, we could see there was lot of struggle among the institutions to go online. Even students initially know they found little difficulties to be present or attend the online sessions, no, to appear for the online assessment and the evaluation procedures. But over a period of time, as many institutions, I believe, they did not have sufficient no IT architecture already established to respond to this particular change, the unprecedented change. But change is permanent, and all of us in academic world as well as in corporate, we have responded very swiftly, and we are able to overcome this social distancing and come on online. We have developed different mechanisms to address these particular challenges. I have seen the teachers, they are working so hard. They are reaching out over a phone call to the students, those who are having difficulties, over email, over WhatsApp, Telegram, despite all video conferencing platforms. It's 360-degree approach from the teacher side to ensure that learners are learning what they're expected. Now there is another no tremendous change from the students' perspective. Students were always used to go into the class and listen to the lecture and interact. I think students now, they have become more responsible. They have become more responsible. They are searching for information by themselves. They are going to different blogs, different community websites, different social media platform, and trying to get hold of the requisite inputs which is necessary for their course completions. I think that's why Swami Vivekananda once said, and time and again I repeat it, education is nothing but self manifestation, what already we have within ourselves. There may be some difficulties at some point of time, and those points always can be discussed with the know your teachers, and clarifications can be sought for. But these changes, I think this will have a serious impact even when we come back to normalcy. I think this mode, this online mode, corporates used to spend crores of rupees, right, for training, for development, for on-site project, right, for traveling, hospitality. So much money were being spent, but today we see that corporate is able to save those money. And the models on which the organizations were working for last 20, 30 years, it seems that all models are fall flat, and many no works which employees used to do being in the office, now it is seen that those things can be done through email, through WhatsApp, or some customized SAP applications. I think that's the change. Many organizations, Google has already announced by 2021 their majority of the workforce will be working from home. On the similar line, TCS and the major companies Facebooks, they made the announcement because they find there is a sense of being on online. I was reading one article that Global Education 2050, and you will be surprised to know how people know they are thinking ahead of the learning curve. And definitely, there will be a time when most of the courses will be delivered on blended learning mode. Maybe 80% can be, sorry, taught online. Students across the country they can come on a common platform, and students by themselves in a participative process they can discuss the concepts, the ideas, and they can learn by themselves. Only 10 to 20% roles will be of the teachers. There will be bots who can respond the FAQs, the general doubts and the queries. There will be robots who can take no the who can no fantastically perform the work of evaluation, the assessment, no preparing content. I think we as a faculty we need to live up to this challenge, and this is bound to happen. No one can resist this change, which is ushering so many benefits to all of us in academic and the corporate world. When I talk about digital transformation, I'm sure you all know that the Disney Corporation, which was founded in 1923, initially they used to draw the cartoons by hand, but later on they could find out that with the use of computer and latest graphics they can give fantastic user experience as far as cartoons and movies are concerned. See the changes how it is happening today. Many business strategies are still backed by processes that were created ages ago. Digital transformations depends on that. The McKinsey report, recently they have come out with one report on digitization. And this report says that this unprecedented crisis is 5 years forward. 5 years forward. And India at the right time initiated the Digital India initiatives, which helped many corporations to make use of the digital tools. Many business schools, especially the MBA department of New Horizon College of Engineering, you also had started few years back the digital marketing courses wherein students were given hands-on experiences on tools and techniques. I think that's being the proactive, right? That's being the proactive what kind of challenges are we are going to face in the upcoming time. As I said, it is not just creating a web presence and rolling out a software. It is about reimagining the value proposition and delivering exceptional experiences to all stakeholders. I think that's very, very important. Let me say some more examples. I'm sure that all of you know about Practo, right? Practo, the medical application software. I think they are doing wonderful. If you look at most of the companies, those who already had the strong digital presence, they are doing fantastic. Amazon, during this difficult time, their profit has gone up manifold. Reliance, is one of the Indian companies, along with the Adani ports, they have shown maximum growth during this pandemic. And you know that Reliance started immediately the Geo Meet by showing, by seeing that the growth of this particular platform. They started GeoMart, wherein it's an aggregator, wherein the small time retailers can sell their products and services. And it has become a tough competitions for Amazon and Flipkart, right? And all OTT over the top, the platform, right? Whether it is Amazon and other platforms, okay, they have become so popular. Hotstar has become so popular, right? And they already had their digital footprint beforehand, and they're doing wonderfully. Practice doing wonderful. Other day, I went to know this Manipal hospitals, for my father-in-law, and he is very aged. So doctor said, "No, why not to go for no video conferencing, right?" So telemedicines have become so popular, and this is going to stay for a longer time. If you look about the retail, what I was talking about, the retail industry, no, there is one change, no, one learning. today during for last 6 to 7 months, right? To survive, no, we don't need lot of luxurious things, right? We need the basic necessities to sustain, and it is proven time and again, which fundamentally I believe that not to live a good healthy life, we don't need many luxurious things in our life. And it is proven during this pandemic, and only people used to buy the daily necessity goods. So that's why the consumer durables and other products, there is a lot of pressure on their business performance. Retail industry has gone completely no online. But many times, see what I said beforehand, the user experience or the end user experience, I'm sure that many of you, what you do when you go to Flipkart or no right Amazon or any other e-commerce platform to buy something, many things you add in the cart, right? Now there is a research why people are adding items on the cart and later on they are not buying those items. What is the problem there? Is there some problem with the user experience? Is there some problem with the clarifications they are looking at online for their products or services, or they're looking something more? I think that needs to be answered. I think that's about the end product and the user experiences. Let's talk about the financial services. During this difficult time, the industry which are hit maximum, right? And those industries are definitely the education sector. But academics, teachers and students, they have beaten this crisis by coming online, right? But other sectors, especially travel, tourism, hospitality sectors, are completely shattered during this time. Hospitals are turned into some kind of no office wherein they are lending their place for small offices and other purposes. I think that's the industry are major hit during this pandemic. But there are some industries which are doing extremely well, especially the pharmaceutical industry, the healthcare industry, and the financial services. Also there is a lot of growth because of the financial insurance. People are under no financial distress. Many people, they don't have their salary, many jobs are let down, and it is going to happen. As per the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, they said that already 20 million jobs are lost in India. And you see the impact across the world, because this is not limited, this pandemic, to a particular region. This is globally phenomenon. And international trade, export import has come to a halt. This is a very different kind of situations, but we need to beat this situation being adaptable and flexible. We need to live this new normal life. We need to find out new innovations, come out with new ideas and thoughts, what kind of problems people are facing, especially the MBA students, those who are present here. I think, no, in one of my interactions, one student from a different college asked me, "Sir, how to get a job?" I said, "Where is the job now?" Okay, there is no job. Okay, jobs are being laid off. Okay, the experienced and the senior no level people, no, they are not having their job and having lot of difficulties. I said, but you can do wonderful. Any difficult situations, any Airbnb is a company which came out of financial distress in US in 2003. I think so many companies which have come out during the financial distress and which are doing very well. So first of all, my dear students, you need to look out what kind of problems we are facing because of this pandemic, and what people are exactly as an individual, what I'm looking for and I'm not getting it right now. So can we provide those kind of services or not? If you can find out that, I'm sure this particular pandemic will bless so many aspiring entrepreneurs to come out with innovative ideas and thoughts to address the real time problems. The market will come up again, right? Things will come back to normalcy. But during this pandemic time, students and other individuals, we need to upgrade ourselves. We need to invest time, energy, efforts on learning and development. How many new tools and techniques we have learned during last 6 to 7 months? I think that's a question need to be asked beyond the syllabus, beyond the curriculum. Have you learned something new, tools and techniques which are relevant? People are talking about no coding everywhere. We see the coding because of this digital transformation. Codings have become so popular, and online coding, no, it is available now. Whether any of you, the MBA students who are present, have you no given a thought to learn coding or not? And coding is the future, right? So I think that's now artificial intelligence, the business analytics, the intelligence, the digital marketing tools and techniques. I think these are the aspects wherein the majority of the jobs will be there in the upcoming time, including the financial sectors and the healthcare sectors. So possibly, no, we need to pick up those tools and techniques during the time of pandemic so that we can come back with full force when things improve. And those who want to become entrepreneur, definitely there is no time for them. Any time is the right time when you make up your mind. I think that's the beauty of entrepreneurial journey. The financial services, what I was talking about, already we have the policy bazaar, right? The bank bazaar, lot of services now, other services also, which are available online, now wherein we can compare the services and we can purchase the financial product. I think that's something very good for the end users. They know exactly, come to know the best the insurance product which is available. The education sector, I repeated that, no, that is the sector wherein we can find out the impact is maximum. At the same time, see, one sector today is growing rapidly, and if you're in LinkedIn and other platform, you will see that edtech, the educational technology, right? Because see, whenever education is a sector which is recession proof, anything happens in the market, but people will keep investing for the educations because they know when things will become normal, right? So this will fetch them the revenue. So investment on education never goes west. Even during this pandemic time, the admissions are happening in school, college, universities, maybe little delayed or deferred, but things are happening and things are working perfectly smoothly, except the face-to-face interactions. So I think that's the reason we find out that so many edtech technology today in the market. I think that's the area wherein we can find lot of growth is there. Now again, these digital transformations have given some kind of challenges. There is a word called digital nationalism. Why TikTok was banned? TikTok was banned not because of, no, simply there is border tension between India and the China, because the server was in different countries, right? Servers were in different countries, so all the data was stored in a different country, and all those data can be manipulated because today's economy is digitized economy, right? Data driven economy. Who has the data? That person is the king, right? So with analyzing of the data, you can exactly identify the behavior preference of the people, and accordingly you can launch your marketing campaign. I think that's the one thing. So digital nationalism, no country is willing that other digital products and innovations to come into their country and get the data. I think that's one digital. When we're going for digital transformations, we need to look at this digital nationalism. Then there is a digital labor, right? Digital labor. Without the human labor, the robots, the usage of artificial intelligence, and the bots are being used, right? On many interactive platform, wherein, no, the bots will answer all your queries to the maximum. So this is another kind of, no, development because of digital transformation that digital labor is taking. There is one school in Bangalore. No, before the pandemic, they started the robot teacher. I'll not name because I know it may be a promotional campaign, but that is in Bangalore only, in the Whitefield area. Okay, that's the first school in India which started with robot teacher, and this particular robot teacher used to take the social sciences classes and very efficiently. This is a very successful project, right? So this digital labor, where digital tools and techniques and applications can itself work as a human labor. I think that's another trend by using of artificial intelligence. Work spaces of the future. I think this digital transformation you have seen, I'm sure, on different social media platform because of the COVID, many workstations have changed the the product layout, the process layout, and the way the structures are designed, that has completely gone under change because you have to maintain the distance. At the same time, you have to ensure there is smooth functioning. I think the workplace of the future, okay, mostly it will be the digital space. At the same time, there will be less emphasis on physical infrastructure, digital skills, what is very much required today. And I referring in the beginning that digital skills like artificial intelligence, the big data management, okay, all those skills, tools, social media marketing, right, all those we need to have the mastery so that we can make use of these tools and techniques to reach out to our target segments, right? So that's also a very, very important area. Now, whenever we are going for digital transformation process, we need to choose digital transformation in regards to three different areas. I think that's very, very important, right? The number one is product or services offered. Second one is the business model. And the third one is the value chain. Changing either of these aspects of the business will need to be properly conceptualized. That means creating and communicating the future state of the organization that you would like to achieve, creating a list of project requirements that fully describe the scope of proposed changes, and setting the KPIs, the key performance indicators, for measuring the progress of the implementations. I think that's very much needed. But all organizations, those who are aspiring to go for digital transformations, many may not capable of doing so in short span of time because of digital capabilities. Do the organizations have the requisite digital capabilities to go for the digital transformations or not? I think that's very, very essential. The digital capabilities are the necessary skills and technologies your company needs to generate more business value and grow sustainable. Like, I'll give one simple examples. Suppose if we use the Google Analytics to measure the effectiveness of different lead generation strategies, and as well as from the no customers who visit our web page, and from the CRM software also we get the database. Now if we reconcile both the database and using the big data analysis, no, try to find out the different combinations of data and the kind of people those who are interested for our company's product and services. I think that's no very, very useful for the company. So digital capabilities is one, whether digitally organization is capable or not. That's what initially I said, that many institutions had some no startup problem when they wanted to go online because digitally no they were not capable of in terms of no skill set, in terms of no mindset, in terms of culture. I think it's three areas there were a lot of inertia, but being in academic, students and teachers quickly learned. I think that's the best way. We have to learn fast. I think that's the one. That's why there is a popular saying, no, the one quality which you all need to have so that we'll never become unemployed, and that's about the learnability and the ability to learn fast. And today's fast changing environment, we don't know what is going to happen the next time. I think the right attitude, the positive frame of mind, I think that's very much essential so that we can learn new tools and techniques and come back very fast. What academics have done tremendously, and that's a great success of the academic world in this present time, where many corporates they were struggling, but today it's amazing to see that no, the students even want no the standard 1 5 schools across all verticals. Students, no, the kids of 3 4 years in the mother's lap, no, attending the classes on the mobile. Okay, they may not have full attention, that's a different thing, but at least you can see the transformation. I think that's very very important. The mindset, okay, the mindset, I think that's very important, and that's the change, the flexibility, the adaptability which makes. Okay, the tough times will never exist, but tough people will do for sure. And we all are very very tough people, because we all are able to know sail through this difficult time. I think that's is one area. So there are definitely some of the questions as far as no digital transformation is concerned. We need to answer these questions. Number one is, how exactly we can determine which digital capabilities are worth ramping up at the present time. How we can, define, like for academic institutions, if I say the digital capabilities, definitely we have all institutions, they have beautiful, web page and the blog and all of that stuff. But whenever we talk about online proctoring, right, someone is appearing for online examinations, do you have some online proctor which can determine the face recognition system? Other day I was reading that if we can have in online evaluation assessment system the face recognition system integrated, right, whether Gomoti is appearing for the exam, okay, the Gomoti's face will determine that yes, it is Gomoti. Okay, so there is no chance of copying or any kind of mismanagement, right? So there is a huge prospect, but we don't have as of now the face recognition system while appearing for the online test. But you see the example, the TCS Iron, right? TCS Iron has taken the lead much before, 5 to 6 years before. They have established in different campuses their lab, computer lab. Okay, and during this pandemic they are able to conduct very effectively the NEET examinations. Okay, the NET examinations all are done in the TCS Iron. So see this the efficacy of the IT and the computers. That's one. Whether this particular transformations can improve the company's performance or not, that's one area. Can this digital transformation make the team more productive, and how this digital transformations can reach out to new markets? I think that's one area. That's what I say, today is a very popular term which is going round and round. That's about ORM, online reputation management, right? Anybody wants to find out Gomati, what that person will do, the company will do, that company will type out in Google Gomati MBA, New Horizon College of Engineering, right? So, have you made any presentations, any online presentations? Do you have any presentations? No, on YouTube. Okay. Do you presented any paper or written a paper and uploaded in academia or research gate? Is it not? What kind of posts Gomati is posting on her Facebook wall or LinkedIn? Okay. So everything will pop up, right? So if everything is fine, that's why many companies today they ask for your what, Facebook profile link and the LinkedIn profile link, okay, in the applications. I think you must mention that also in your CV as well, because the companies can very easily find out who is Gomati or who is Bholanath. Okay, so need not do any background check. It can be easily done by seeing for last 6 to 7 months posting what kind of people we are. Okay, hope that no, we both are good. Okay, Gomati and myself, no problem. So so I think that's no, the enable the this digital transformation enable business to engage more effectively with the digital economy. Now the key drivers for digital transformation success, McKinsey has identified several drivers for success in digital transformation efforts. These are, now one by one, there are few drivers which we need to focus on. The number one is having digital strategists and facilitators who embrace and understand new technologies. That's one. Second, building a capable workforce who can implement and use digital technologies. That's why learning and development, what I said previously, it's a continuous process and it's happening more during this lockdown time. Empowering teams to embrace technology and work in new ways. We need to empower the employees so that they can take up the challenges. Ensuring that the tools that are used every day are digitally current. Encouraging frequent communications. I think that's very, very important. Frequent communications, I think that is what is not exactly happening today. We are engaging online sessions with the students. Okay, we are delivering our lesson plan. Students may ask few questions, but as we are not meeting face to face, we exactly don't know, okay, at what kind of states that particular student is in terms of your know that students the mental stability, in terms of your other personal problems. So is the communication is transparent with the students. I think employers during this difficult time need to communicate more frequently with their employees and boost up their confidence, bring in clarity. I think this culture is very much required because everybody is in doubt what is going to happen when they're going to get full salaries in many companies. I think there's a lot of question marks. I think these question marks, definitely this is the difficult time and this has to be addressed also. But the communication, the transparent communications, I think that is very, very important. Encouraging frequent communication using both digital and traditional means of communications, WhatsApp, Telegram. We have the email, over the phone we can contact, and no we can no just boost up the confidence. I think that's very, very important. Make sure that all these areas are covered, before we launch the digital transformation process. That's very important. Simply we purchase one LMS. Today we'll find that many LMS companies are coming to academic institutions and making presentations, and we have developed on learning management software. These are the benefits are there, and they know that. Now that's why I said previously, the most of the no disruptions we find in edtech particular sector. But whether can we make use of this LMS? Okay, I think that's very, very important. So I think that's about something. Now I'm sure that there will be some question answer session as Gomati. There is some question answer also.
So if there is any question, they will put up in the chat
Okay,
box.
so I think am I okay? My timing is right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good.
Perfect, sir, perfect.
Okay, I generally being from defense forces, I always stick to the try to stick to the time, and God always saves me. So thank you so much, Gomti, and the faculty team of management department of New Horizon College of Engineering, and esteemed participants, those who are present in the today's conference. It's had been a great pleasure for me to share my little hands-on experience. I'm also learning the tools and techniques so that I also remain relevant and contemporary, okay, when things come normal. So it's a wonderful it's a wonderful opportunity for me, and it's a great learning session, and I'm expecting questions so that probably I can learn from all of you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and all.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much,
Datta
Dutta
sir.
sir.
A wonderful talk with so many real-time examples. And I should say you included role plays also in your talk. Beautiful, very nice. So if our participants have any questions from Professor Bholanath Datta, the forum is open now for Q&A session. Please do ask, or you can also type in the chat box as you are comfortable.
Sir, I will take the first opportunity to ask question now.
Yes, yes.
Sir, we have to develop in case of digitally also you are telling. So we are finance students. Now if we have to develop skills that is required for us computerized, because we lack skills in computers because we are not so good with that. So how do we get motivated so that yes, we have to do it is a part of our education and we have to do this for our betterment. So what would you like to tell us that?
Thank you, Gomati. It's very, very relevant question, and I have no doubt. Okay, especially on management department of New Horizon College of Engineering, I know they have the maximum number of certification programs. Okay, value-added certification programs. Some are international certification programs, and some are local level certification programs. And especially for the finance students. See, number one, as I said, digital transformation is a mindset, number one, right? So everything we may not be knowing, as technology is changing so fast, okay, we may not have no the understanding on all the tools and techniques available, right? But that's why we say being tech savvy, okay, ability to learn fast new technologies, that mindset we must have. And that's for our survival. See, that's for our survival, right? We need to survive, we need to become relevant and contemporary, we need to deliver ourselves. So to do that, this is essential to learn the new digital tools and technology. Now, having said that, I know that you have a SAP lab in New Horizon College of Engineering. Okay, I have seen that. Okay, while going up to your department, right? Now, SAP has many no the financial applications also, right? SAP has many financial applications. Okay, also. I think that's one area, and definitely I'm sure that it will be given to you. And we have many the softwares like tallies and all. Okay, that's essential. And any being a finance students, you will be not taught those areas. Now, beside that, no, beside this business analytics or the data management, no, these are the common software which is not only for marketing students because they have to deal with the consumers, right? These are common for across all disciplines. Even HR, we have the HR analytics softwares, is it not? So across the board, all disciplines, the number one, let me just point, just state point by point. Number one is Gomati, we all need to be tech savvy, right? Number two, we have to have the ability to learn fast new tools and techniques, not only learn but put it into practice, right? Number three, having positive mindset, being adaptable and flexible to learn new technologies. Four, you already have many value added certification programs which I'm aware of, and I'm sure that will be catered to you also. As far as Tally, SAP financial application softwares are there, those will be given to you. Okay, and then some common applications or the tools and techniques, right? Like as I mentioned before, the analytics and the data management are part and parcel of all of us across the globe, right? So these are also equally very, very important. I'm not asking for to learn coding from one famous company nowadays, no, lot of controversy. So I'm not mentioning that name. But if see coding, I heard in some business schools in abroad, they are even teaching coding also. But I don't expect coding to be taught. But if you're interested, okay, coding you can learn by themselves, and there are many online companies are there which are teaching coding also, right? So I'm sure that no, you put the questions at the right time. And digital marketing tools and techniques. Already you have that certification programs. I know wherein no, you'll be taught about the analytics, the Google Analytics, right? And the little bit of website development, HTML tech, the basic part of it. Is it not? The email marketing and the Google AdWords, right? How you can do the YouTube marketing, the social media marketing. I think these are the tools and techniques, irrespective of your discipline. I think you need to know, right, to become relevant. Thank you so much. Wonderful questions, and I'm sure that all of you will do excellent. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Datta sir, good morning.
Sir, very good morning. Namaskar.
Very good morning. Now there is one question from Dr. Dayanandan to everyone. Now let us have some deliberations on that. Great appreciation for your wonderful speech. If everything is digitally transformed, what is the fate of human resource?
Okay, and that's no most relevant questions nowadays. People are asking. I read one article wherein no, it goes like this. When we all are talking about artificial intelligence, the digital transformations, the future jobs will be available to those peoples, especially those who are from liberal arts. Liberal arts talks more about your creativity, your thinking skills, right? And the psychological aspects, which are very, very important. Number one. The second, technology is an enabler. We always must understand that technology is an enabler. It itself cannot perform all the activities. There has to be some persons who has to give, who have to do the coding, give the requisite instructions. Two, three, there is a report by World Economic Forum some 3 4 years back, and it said, and we finding this is happening now. It says by 2050, the majority of the workforce will be the consultant. Consultant means these are the guys, those who have the domain expertise. And I'm sure that this time many companies, they are not recruiting employees on the payroll. They are getting the job done by appointing consultant, because companies are looking at bottom line the productivity. Being in poor payroll, giving a lot of benefits is doesn't working out for me, for the companies. But having said that, human role always will have its role to play, but at a different level. Like teachers became the facilitators, became the mentor, and today teachers are enablers. So I think this role will change as technology will change, the business will change. To remain relevant with the new changed environment, I think all of us, we need to adopt and adapt the new ways and the means to become relevant. Otherwise, for sure, the experience of last 7 to 8 months, I can say that many of us may not be relevant if we don't change ourselves. And yesterday there was a speech by Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister. What he says that Oxford, ELA, Stanford, all those universities are going to come in India under NAP 2020. Now, sir, you can imagine if these brands come, what will be the competitions? The students definitely would like to take admission there. And this will be a perfect competitive market wherein quality will drive the institutions, and there will be a major change. I think the role of human always will be there. That's the reason. See, there was some discussions on artificial intelligence wherein no, the machines are taking over the role of human beings, like boats, what I've said. Okay, earlier time we used to online interact with the prospects. Now boats are able to, they're coded in such a way they are able to understand the questions and give the reply. That too, that has certain limits. The certain limits are there. Possibly, with technological upgradations, these boats can work exactly as human being. That's why the Microsoft and some companies, they have shown some resistance on artificial intelligence, because they say that that may be a threat to the humanity. If robot can, I think there are a lot of movies also on that, like Robo by Talaiva. Has a lot of movies wherein the robot has gained that senses like love and all other feelings. Okay, I think then it will become dangerous for the human being. So I think we have to draw a line. We have to draw a line how much we need to develop, and how where exactly we need to stop. Otherwise, it will be definitely self-destructive. Let me tell you very clearly, if robots get the senses, everything like human being, then it will be a problem. But having said that, I think the ultimate control, the key will be at the hand of at the hand of human being. They can, so the question, the moot question, coming to the moot question, as said, Saidam sir, moot question is, we need to become relevant as a teachers, as an individual. Our role will change over a period of time. We need to pick up new tools and techniques to become relevant. And definitely I am all hopeful that teachers are the best learners, and definitely students like Gomti, okay, and other students, they are also great learners, and we all are learners, right? That's why today the renewed focus on lifelong learning. We need to learn continuously, we need to learn new tools and techniques, and we have to be relevant. Thank you so much, sir.
Great, wonderful. Thank you, sir. Do we have any other questions? I see a lot of things in the, yes. So if there is any question, we can take up the last question. Or otherwise, we can reach out to Bholanath sir. Anytime you feel that you need to clear your doubt with sir, please, you can reach out to him directly, or you can reach out to him through us. I'm sure he's available.
Yes, yes.
Gomti, can we proceed
Yes,
further?
ma'am. I take great pride in proposing vote of thanks for today to all the dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank our chairman, Mohan Mangnani sir, in his absentia. I would like to thank our principal in absentia. A very special thank you for our honorable keynote speaker, Professor Bholanath Dutta sir, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this session. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us. It was a very wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank
My
you so much.
heartfelt thanks.
Gomati, continue.
Yes. Okay. My heartfelt thanks to our beloved HOD ma'am for her continuous support and encouragement. A big thanks to all the distinguished invitees, paper presenters, who is virtually present here accepting our invitation. I thank all the faculty members for the remarkable efforts put in to organize this show. I thank our sponsor, AICTE, who has sponsored this e-conference completely, and our knowledge partner, LNT Global and MTC Global. I thank all my fellow mates for making this conference a resounding success. I would like to leave you with an inspiring quote by Nelson Mandela. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gomati.
Thank you, sir.
Being
Thank
a-
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
No, Gomati, I must congratulate being a wonderful host because
Thank you.
no, in online programs, hosting is a big challenge, and she has done perfectly. There's amazing skills you have developed, and thank you,
so
Dr.
much,
Sainath
sir.
sir,
Always you never fail to
who is
appreciate.
there,
Thank you so much.
my colleague and my well-wisher, and thank you, Dr. Silan ma'am, a wonderful person.
Thank you so much, sir.
And
Thank you.
thank you all the esteemed delegates present for today's program. Thanks to the chairman of the New Horizon Group and honorable principal sir, whom I respect a lot. And thank you, my dear students. Please allow me to leave now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now we will move ahead with our next session of day 3.